In the quiet moments when everything else fades away, all I can think of is how much I want to call you, to hear your voice and feel connected once again. It's a pull I can't escape, a longing that swells inside me with each passing second. I don't need words to tell you how much I miss you. I feel it in the silence, in every space between my breaths. The urge to call you is overwhelming, as if my heart is reaching out to you, desperate to feel your warmth again. If only I could call you right now to let you know just how much I've been thinking about you. My thoughts are consumed by the idea of hearing your voice, of feeling that instant connection that only you and I share. Every second without you feels like an eternity, and I'm left with nothing but the yearning to reach out, to pick up the phone and say your name aloud. My heart knows what my mind tries to hide, and it aches for you in ways words can't explain. There's this pull deep within me, a constant, unwavering desire to call you and hear that familiar sound of your voice. It's as if my soul recognizes the connection we share, and in that recognition, I'm reminded of how much I crave it. I wish I could put into words just how desperately I want to call you right now. It's more than just missing you. It's a need, a yearning that gnaws at my heart every moment we're apart. When I close my eyes, all I can hear is the echo of your laughter, the sound of your voice that calms every storm inside me. It's like a magnetic pull, urging me to reach out, to call you, and to tell you that I'm thinking of you in ways words can't convey. There's a special kind of ache that comes with missing you, a quiet longing that only the thought of calling you can soothe. I'm left in this space between longing and anticipation, hoping one day I'll find the courage to dial your number and feel whole again. I feel you everywhere, in every breath I take, in every space where your absence is felt. There's a part of me that wants to pick up the phone, to call you, and tell you all the things my heart has been holding back. It's strange how deeply I crave a simple conversation with you, how much I long to hear your voice. Sometimes the silence between us becomes too much to bear, and I just want to reach out, to let you know you're always on my mind. The thought of calling you is both thrilling and overwhelming, as if my heart knows that once I hear your voice, everything will make sense again. The connection we share feels like a lifeline, and the urge to reach out to you grows stronger with every passing day. I find myself caught between the fear of saying too much and the desire to say everything. The overwhelming urge to call you is something I can't explain. It's just a need to feel closer to you, to hear your voice, and to remind myself that you're out there, thinking of me too. I want to call you so badly, to hear the familiar rhythm of your voice and feel that sense of calm that only you bring. My thoughts are consumed by you, and in those quiet moments, it's you I wish I could reach out to the most. There's a space inside me that only your voice can fill, a silence that only you can break. I wish I could call you to share these thoughts and feelings that are swirling in my mind, but the distance between us makes that desire even stronger. I often catch myself reaching for my phone, hoping that maybe, just maybe, I'll see your name light up the screen. It's like I'm always waiting for that moment when I can call you and finally tell you how much you mean to me. Every thought, every feeling, every inch of my being craves the connection we once had. I want to call you, to hear your voice again and feel that bond that's been missing. It's as if I'm always waiting for the moment when you'll be on the other end of the line. I could spend hours lost in my thoughts of you, wishing I could pick up the phone and say all the things I've kept hidden. The desire to hear your voice, to feel that connection, is something I can't ignore. Sometimes it's not even about saying anything. It's just the comfort of hearing your voice that I miss. The thought of calling you, of reaching out and hearing the warmth in your tone, fills me with a longing that I can't put into words. I want to call you so badly, but I don't know what to say. The words are caught in my throat, tangled with all the emotions I've been holding back. All I know is that I miss you more than I can express, and all I want is to hear your voice again. The urge to call you is constant, a pull in my chest that I can't escape. It's like my heart knows that something is missing, and that something is you. I want to hear your voice, to feel the comfort of our conversations, and to remind myself that we're not as far apart as we seem. I can't stop thinking about you, and with every passing moment, the urge to call you grows stronger. It's like a piece of me is always waiting for the sound of your voice to break the silence and fill the space between us. I miss you in ways I can't explain, and it's in these moments of longing that I find myself reaching for my phone, hoping to hear your voice again. I want to call you, to tell you all the things that words can't express. It's a strange feeling, this desire to call you, to hear you say my name, to feel that connection again. The distance between us feels so vast at times, and all I want is to bridge that gap with a simple conversation. If I could just pick up the phone and call you, I would. The thought of hearing your voice again fills me with warmth, as if everything would make sense if only I could hear you speak. The thought of calling you, of hearing the way your voice feels like home, is something I can't shake. It's a longing that sits quietly within me, growing stronger with each passing moment. until all I can think of is reaching out. There's an ache in my chest every time I think about calling you. It's a mixture of wanting to reconnect and not knowing how to put into words what I've been feeling. All I know is that I miss you deeply and I need to hear your voice. I wish I could find the words to tell you how much I miss you, but sometimes it's not the words that matter. It's the simple act of calling you, hearing your voice, and knowing that no matter how far apart we are, we're still connected. I think about calling you all the time. It's like there's a part of me that knows I need to hear from you, to feel that sense of closeness again. But I hesitate, unsure of what to say or how to bridge the gap between us. The silence between us can be deafening, and in those moments, I find myself longing to call you. I want to hear your voice, to feel that familiar sense of comfort that only you can provide. There's a certain kind of loneliness that comes with wanting to call someone, but not knowing how to start the conversation. I miss you in ways that are hard to explain, and I wish I could just reach out and hear your voice again. I want to hear your voice again so badly. It's not just the sound of your words that I miss, but the comfort that comes with knowing you're just a phone call away. But the hesitation in me keeps me from dialing, even though my heart is screaming to do so. Every time I think about you, I feel this undeniable urge to call you, to hear that voice that brings me peace. But the distance between us seems to keep me from taking that step, leaving me with nothing but longing. I wish I could reach out to you, to make that call and hear the sound of your voice, but something always holds me back. The emotions are too complicated, too intense, and I wonder if you'd feel the same longing that I do. It's a bittersweet feeling, this desire to call you. I can feel it deep within me, but there's always a hesitation, a question of whether you'd even want to hear from me. Still, my heart can't help but long for that connection we once shared. I want to hear your voice, to call you and feel that spark of energy that only you can ignite in me. But every time I think about it, I wonder if you feel the same. I just need to know that you're thinking of me too. I miss the sound of your laughter, the way your voice could light up even the darkest of days. I find myself wanting to call you, but unsure if you still feel the same way, wondering if you'd even want to talk. There's this unspoken desire inside me, a longing to hear from you, to feel that connection again. I want to call you so badly, but every time I think about it, I wonder if you'd even remember the way we used to be. The moments when I want to call you are the ones when I miss you the most. I find myself thinking about the way your voice would make everything feel okay. and I wish I could feel that again. I long for the days when calling you was the easiest thing in the world. Now, every time I think about it, I hesitate, wondering if you'd still be open to hearing from me, or if I'm just holding on to something that no longer exists. There's a piece of me that's always calling out to you, even when I'm too afraid to reach out. I want to hear your voice, to feel that connection once again. But I wonder if you still feel the same way. I can't help but want to call you, to reach out and hear your voice again. But I wonder if you'd still recognize the feelings I have for you, if you'd still feel the same pull that I do. Every time I think about calling you, I'm filled with a mix of excitement and fear. I want to hear your voice, but I'm afraid of what might happen if I do. Still, the longing remains, and I can't seem to let it go.